All right, all right, all right. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. Different setup, so to speak. Pop out the chat. Nah, restore the chat. Nico, what's up, man? Let me see here. As always, man, every Sunday morning before kickoff, we do the fantasy Q&A. I'm assuming the audio's fine. I'm changing up the setup because I might play some tunes depending on the mood I'm in. It all depends if the Vikings lose. It doesn't matter until the Vikings lose. If the Vikings lose today, I think the Panthers will be hungry to win tomorrow. My opinion on it. So it all depends on whether or not the Vikings lose. Otherwise, I think we can beat the Saints tomorrow. They could lose to the Dolphins. Do I think they will? I don't. I picked the Vikings in my pool, but I could be wrong. The Dolphins have enough talent to do it, but it all depends on which Kirk Cousins you're going to get. And the Dolphins defense has to show up. But the Dolphins' weakness on defense is actually the run. So Dalvin Cook should have a field day today. But the Dolphins beat the Patriots last week, man. So you never know. It could happen. All right, this is where I'll take all your fantasy questions. I'm about to figure out what the inactives are in a second. I don't anticipate too many surprises. Let's see. I don't anticipate too many surprises. I've already got enough surprises in fantasy this week. Jags. I think the Jags are playing the Redskins. They have the lowest over-under in over 40 years. Their over-under is 36 points between the two teams. And I don't even think they're going to get to 36. So, it's going to be a very low-scoring game. The Rams are playing Philly, but Nick Foles, man, Nick Foles could beat those dudes. They've already proven it. So you don't know, So I'll probably go with the Jags this week. Nick Foles isn't your typical backup quarterback. All right, y'all already know that Odell Beckham Jr. is out, so what else we got here? Nothing surprising for Baltimore. Buffalo Bills, Chris Ivory and LaShawn McCoy is out. If you're desperate, Marcus Murphy might be an option for you, but you have to be desperate. You have to be desperate for that. And I mean desperate. And some of you might be like me and start a Keenan Allen, Lamar Miller and went up against DeAndre Hopkins. So, you might be like me. Hope you're not like me when it comes to that. All right, T.Y. Hilton's active. That's great. That means he's playing. We're going live. I think we're doing live stream for the whole game tomorrow. So we'll probably get on earlier before kickoff. So we're going to live stream the game tomorrow. I'll watch it down here with my heater behind me. As you can see, my nice heater behind me. And we'll probably go live tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow should be interesting, man. I think we can beat those dudes tomorrow, man. I think if we don't wake up for this one, we're not going to wake up for any. Just my opinion. So boy, he better. He better for my fantasy team's sake. I am in a hole in multiple leagues after what happened between Thursday and Saturday. I played Keelan Allen. I played Lamar Miller. I played Justin Jackson. But I ran into DeAndre Hopkins. I ran into Damian Williams. I ran into one guy that had Damian Williams and Damian Williams and Justin Jackson. I had Keenan Allen. So McCaffrey, I need McCaffrey to show. Like, I think I need McCaffrey to ball for fantasy purposes, and I think he will. I don't think I'm too worried about that. I think he's going to get his. I mean, but the thing is, when you finally make it to the fantasy playoffs and you get this far, and then you run into like some horrific luck. Philip Lindsay didn't do too hot last night. You run into some horrific luck. You can't be too angry about it because you got there. You got there because of them. You did the damage that you did because of them. So as much as I want to be angry about it, I can't. I wouldn't have gotten that far if it wasn't for them. One team, I traded David Johnson for Kenyon Drake and Chris Thompson, and I ended up flipping Keenan Allen for getting Keenan Allen for, and I sent Josh Gordon and Chris Carson, and I was 0-3 in that league, 1-4 at one point, and I made the playoffs and I'm in the finals. So I can't be angry that my team decided not to show up this week. But it's just demoralizing. And it's a 2-week playoff. So in essence, I really still have a chance, but I really don't have a chance. I'm gonna be down by 40. What's up, Chris, man? Welcome to Charlotte. Hopefully you go to a cookout while you're down there in the Bojangles. I'm playing Ingram. I'm playing Ingram over James White. So yeah, I'm playing him. I'm afraid, very afraid, but I'm playing him. And the thing is, the squad that I have Ingram in, I also have Lamar Miller. So I'm sitting here like, oh, this blows. Like, the luck couldn't be any worse. I have McCaffrey, Miller, and Ingram, and Ian Thomas. So I'm basically hoping that my opponent's team, doesn't go too crazy, because he had Hopkins and he had Mahomes. So I'm sitting here hoping that his team simmers down. Last week, his team only scored 75 points. And he almost got 75 points with those two guys. And he had Tim Patrick last night too. So he already got 80 points. But I'm playing Ingram. I'm worried. Like, either he's going to get you 5 or he's going to get you 15. I don't think there's no in between. Because he's very dependent on touchdowns. He's a touchdown-dependent RB too. So I'm taking a risk here. PPR, Allen Robinson, Adam Humphries, Dante Patterson, Sterling Shepard. Choose one. Tough. No, it's not. I would go with Allen Robinson, and I would hide. If you're feeling lucky, go with Sterling Shepard. But Humphries I would say Allen Humphries if he wasn't playing Baltimore. Baltimore's the issue there. T.Y. Hilton is active, by the way, guys. So go ahead and rev him up. I'm very nervous about that too. Like, I have a lot of nervousness going on this week because I'm behind in a lot of leagues, and I need these folks to deliver. So T.Y. could easily do a Keenan Allen. Easily, because he's coming in hurt. So he could easily walk in and not do too hot. Allen Robinson looks like he was healthy, though. Listen, dude, I've been there. I've experienced it. I've experienced it, bro. I've taken beatings. This between Thursday and Saturday has already created conclusions for a lot of my matchups. I need miracles this weekend. I need miracles today. I need a couple of miracles to come through. But you should be happy you made the playoffs. And hopefully you'll stay in the money. I ran into some certifiable buzzsaws between Thursday and Saturday this week. It's been bad. Let's see if I can pull up some of my pain if you like. I don't know if I can do it on this screen though. Let me see. All right. As you should start Devontae Adams. It doesn't matter. Bears D is the right answer, and you're starting Devontae Adams. You played a better defense regardless. Devontae Adams is a stud. It's kind of matchup proof, and I got to play him too. Look, man, my matchups are not good this week. So for what happened to me Thursday and Saturday, man, it's kind of brutal. It's pretty brutal. Sure. The fantasy guys have not been kind this weekend. Thursday, it started with Keenan Allen getting hurt. Sunday, then Saturday happened. Lindsey didn't show up. Miller got hurt. Tim Patrick did something. And DeAndre Hopkins went crazy. But luckily, I wasn't too angry about the DeAndre Hopkins situation because I have him in some leagues too. So that was kind of happy, but I didn't have him in the leagues I needed him in. So, But, I don't have too many people in the room today, so that tells me a lot of folks got eliminated last week, which is sad. All right, let me just see if the inactives have been updated, so to speak. Let's see. All right, nothing surprising for the Cardinals, nothing surprising for the Falcons, nothing surprising for Chicago or Cincy or Dallas. Or Green Bay. Kerryon Johnson is still out. Bruce Ellington is out for Detroit. Oh, Buffalo's gonna have a field day with these cats. In theory, you would think that Kenny Galladay should be a good play today because he should get all the targets, but he's going up against one of the best corners in the NFL in Tre'Davious White. So, Galladay, if you just off volume, you can go for it, but I wouldn't be shocked if Galladay doesn't do much of anything. Buffalo has a really good secondary. Like I said earlier, T.Y. Hilton's playing. No surprises for Jacksonville. Jordan Reed, but they already ruled him out beforehand. Titans, nothing major. Bucks, nothing major. Raiders, nothing major. Dolphins, nothing major. All right. So nothing surprising. You guys got questions? Or you good? Y'all good? There's only 2 people in here, so nobody's showing up that I'm gonna disappear. Well, since nobody's here, I'm gonna jam.
Hey yo, I've been feeling the Iliad and the Odyssey. A premonition I really had, it was prophecy. Back in the kitchen, now where we at is monopoly. The mathematician, I enter the system properly. This officially a Philly joint. Once again, it's on. I was born ringing alarms like tennis song. My track record is what I ain't got a blemish on, unless I remember wrong. Well, either way, I'm about to finish strong. Redemption songs of a Genghis Khan. Revenge is sworn later on, though the gang is gone. You hit the nail on the head, bro. We don't bang with y'all. Your team different, we don't move with the same decor. What I reflect is still a real feel temperature. Symptoms show I'm physically ill and still emperor. Chat whisperer, carbon color conquistador. Kiss the jaws and make them cry. It's not difficult. Whoa. A lot of rappers is rolling in fear of China. They fall from rock solid. They soldiers, terracotta of mine.
Well, we don't have to worry about getting that win until tomorrow.
King Leopold and keep the whole world on watch while history unfolds. Hey yo. They say they want bars, but it's unfounded. Cause when they get bars, just get dumbfounded. My mind is clear and the vision is unclouded. Cat gun rapping, what a gunpowder. Chuck D said my hopes and waits a ton now. It's time to go the distance in a ring full of one-rounders. Still pacing.
Anybody else got any fantasy questions?
help me God, I murder you. So help me God, I murder you. Cause just as a courtesy, better call the insurgency.
Shouldn't alert him, nah.
I murder you. So help me God, I murder you. So help me God, I murder you. So help me God, I murder you. Hey, y'all. I was laying back, cool, calm, collect with my man Mike off a second and Garage.
We gotta fix our technical difficulties. I gotta figure out why the heck I can't stream with the shot on Google Hangouts anymore. Probably should do some research on that now.
Every week, and they wonder about the whereabouts. I will close line and air it out, cause time is precious and my peace of mind is paramount. Look, man, we are not in concert. This is not a game. We are not in concert. I'm a kill. I'm gonna be a solid monster that will happen like.
So you guys gonna watch Red Zone like I was watching? I'm planning on doing today. I'm not going to the bar. I'm just gonna watch Red Zone.
I am master killer, he's master killer. Your OG's OG, just ask them. All of your slaves with a mastermind. Any wall of sound, single vandalized. Dog, I'm no tap dancer. Tiptoeing all of your lap dancers sounding like rap cancer, but
yeah, if the Vikings lose, then we're good. If we went out. If the Vikings lose and we went out, we're in. We run and we play Chicago. In Chicago. But they got to lose a game. And we have to win out. That's important. We have to beat the Saints twice. I'm not worried about the Falcons. I think the Falcons are done. They've kind of given up. So I'm not too concerned about the Falcons. So, yeah. Not worried about the Falcons at all. But, you know, we're sitting here. We gotta win this week. It won't be easy. Saints are 6.5-point favorites. We should be able to beat them in Charlotte, though. Nobody wants to play Chicago in Chicago, but look, if we want to make the playoffs, that's what's going to have to happen. Like Chicago is we're going to have to go to Chicago. You know, that's just the way it is. We're going to be the 6th seed. They're going to be the 3. That's pretty much locked in for the most part. I don't think Dallas is going to be able to get to the 3 seed. So it all depends on your perspective on what you want. But that's the bottom line. If we make the playoffs, we're going to Chicago, man. It's going to be cold, and it's going to be a tough matchup. Their defense is really good. They're legit. With a bum shoulder from Cam, it's tough sell. I'm playing Hilton. I am playing Hilton. He's active. I'm playing him. Because I look at my other options, man. I don't think, like, I was prepared to throw in Adam Humphries if Hilton didn't play. But, you know, I got to play Hilton. I got Andrew Luck. So I got to play Hilton. No, do not bench Cam. No. Do not bench Cam. He's the top 5 quarterback play this week. You don't bench Cam. Nope. He's going against the Saints. You're not benching Cam. Unless you have Mahomes or you had somebody else, you don't bench Cam. Who's your other options, Terrence? Is Big Ben a must play? Is home Ben? You can play him today. But who's your other options? Like, you know, Your questions sometimes can only be as good as your options. Nah, you can't bench Cam. And I would play Big Ben today against the Patriots because I think it's in Pittsburgh, if I remember correctly. Check here. Yeah, if it's in Pittsburgh, yeah, you got to play Big Ben. Unless you got other options. Like who? If you missed out on playing Watson, then there's no question you're playing Big Ben. Did Watson have that good of a day, though? I think because he only had – am I getting the games confused? No, he did have a good day. Nah, it's just, everybody's panicking. Yeah, that's a pretty good day. 25 points for a quarterback's a pretty good day. It's all right. Yeah, play Big Ben. Big Ben should have a good day today. Patriots defense isn't that good. But like Terrence, man, who's your other options at quarterback if you're talking about benching Cam? Would I bench Cam for Josh Allen? No. Would I bench Cam for Lamar Jackson? No. Like there aren't too many other people I would bench Cam for. Because that's the question of the day. Like who's your other options? Yeah, man, I ran the Fairburn too, man, in 2 leagues. I am talking fantasy. I'm talking fantasy. I'm taking questions for fantasy. That's what this show is for. If you're talking for real, hell no, you don't bench Cam. If you're talking like for NFL football wise, no, you don't bench Cam. Why would you bench Cam? If we're still in it. And it's obviously that Rivera's got his guys convinced that they're still in it. So no, you don't bench Cam. But I'm talking fantasy, yes. That's what this show is for. Yeah, Fairborn got 22 points, but that's crazy. I hurt. My opponent had Mahomes and he had Fairburn. Yeah, but he's fine. Like his shoulder hurts, but it's not like he knows he's going to have surgery on it at the end of the season. But if you're going to shut him down, then we might as well take the season. Not win no more games, just go 6-10. That's my thought about it. If you're gonna go ahead and bench him, then we might as well just go ahead and call it a season. And while you're at it, might as well rest McCaffrey and rest everybody else too. That's just my opinion on it. Like if you're gonna make the decision to bench Cam, then you might as well bench everybody else because the season's done. There's a big downgrade from the current Cam Newton and Heineke and Taylor. Big downgrade. So at that point, you might as well go ahead and call it a season and hang it up. Yeah, see, Jerry, you're in a good spot because you had Fairburn, so you're in a good spot. Because like I was playing somebody, I had Lamar Miller, Phillip Lindsay, Keenan Allen, and he had Mahomes and Fairburn. So I'm sitting, and I think he had somebody else too. He had somebody else too. Nope, that was it. So like I played 4 guys. My 4 guys got me 24 points, and his 2 guys, a kicker and a quarterback, got him 39. So I'm like already like in the hole. He's on pace to score 150 points, and I'm on pace to score 92. So and I got Devontae Adams. He's going to be in Chicago. I got Gronk. I got Buffalo defense and Jared Goff. So I'm running out of players. Yeah. And as bad as it is, it could have been worse because he had Damian Williams on the bench. So it could have been much worse than what it is now, but it's still bad because I'm probably gonna be down 50 going into next week. It's a 2-week playoff, so. To be engaged, I'm indebted. In your DNA, I'm indebted. Rap games all the way, I'm indebted. Ding, ding, and back in the night. Yeah, keep pounding, man. We're doing a live show tomorrow, so it should be good. Should be good. We're gonna go live. See if we can survive the whole game.
I was born with small access to big dreams, to detached homes and lazy boy couches with fit thrones that was fit kings, lion statues on the fences, larger than the castles they guarded. Lawns made the pastures pristine, the race with the have-nots, broke with the mulch with the jags parked on, dirty one with the whips clean.
A whole game.
What they have is for the show, but even notices of those who closest. I'm trying to get income, and then some, right around in something, the system bumping the disc jumper.
Should be able to make it. Last time it was rough. I don't know if you ever seen a live stream with me and Rashad, so they be placing bets on how many beers I'm going to drink. They be placing bets on how many things I'm going to do. So
started off trying to make a wave. Then I made a wave, then made waves, and made waves to paper chase that I was in a race. But how you stop this thing? I never learned to return. I'm a burnout brakes. Spin it faster than a train. But I'm
see, yo, the drafts be vicious, man. I look forward to those.
Climbing in the debt without a sweat, but especially had to make a couple mistakes that I couldn't erase. Overdrawn, but I turned out great. I just
Look in the pictures. They've only done it once. I think the only game they played all 4 quarters was the Baltimore game. They've only done it once, in my eyes.
Good and bad, try against the trample. Something I couldn't grasp, I wouldn't pass. I would rather struggle than step in the with a can. Look at that, no different, but the difference is maybe when it isn't.
Jared, if it's PPR, I'm taking DJ Moore. Built by Pictures. It's by this artist called Odyssey. I'm playing independent one so we don't get flagged. I didn't get shut down yet, so. Yeah, Odyssey's a rapper / producer from the DC area. Now we got more problems in defense. It's a big problem though. Defense is probably the main problem. We've had an issue executing when we needed to execute too. But defense has been the Achilles heel, and I don't think anybody coming into the season thought that would be the issue, but it has been. The lack of a pass rush has killed us this season. And the thing is, we're going to need that tomorrow against the Saints. Now, we're in Charlotte. We're in Charlotte tomorrow. We're in Charlotte tomorrow, and we're in New Orleans in Week 17. The only person that showed up is Luke. I'm as ready as I'm gonna be, man. By the way, shout out to A&T. 3 championships in 4 years. That made my day. Good way to start my Saturday, and then my fantasy reign went downhill after that. We got to win tomorrow, but I think the only game the Vikings will probably lose would be today. I don't think they'll lose the last 2 games, so. That's what's up, Denario. Appreciate you coming. I think we're old. I think we're just getting outplayed. We're old. I don't think it's easy to blame the scheme, but you got to have the folks executing. Right now, we don't have a pass rush, and KK is probably not going to play. I think KK's been ruled out already, so KK won't even be there tomorrow. So, oh, you want? What's the last two? What's the last two of what, Miko? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, we got the Bears. But it's week 17. The Bears might be resting their guys. They got the Lions and the Bears. But the Bears game is in Minnesota. The Lions game is in Detroit. But the thing is, they got the Bears week 17. The Bears might be done. Like, they might already know the best they can get is a 3 seed. And they're going to be stuck at 3 seeds, so they might not play their players on the final week of the season. So that's the problem. So if the Vikings are that bad where they can't beat the second string, then they don't deserve to be in. Yeah, so like the Bears game is kind of, I want them to lose today. If I want them to lose, I need them to lose today because Detroit is not that good. This is why I was kind of disappointed we lost to them. And then the Bears the Bears could be playing their stars, but they could be playing their backups because it's week 17. They might decide to keep them playing though because they can eliminate the Vikings. They might have that type of motivation, but I think they're going to be worried about injuries, man. Injuries have been a killer for the past couple of weeks for a lot of teams. A lot of teams. A lot of teams. They could lose to the Lions in Detroit, but I just don't see it. Ooh, Stephon Diggs or Josh Gordon. Oh, that's a hard one. I'll go Diggs. But it's close. PPR or not PPR? Product B. PPR or not PPR? When you don't have a good front four, all right, if it's not PPR, give me Josh Gordon. If you don't have a good, if your front four isn't that good, that means the linebackers is gonna get blocked for the O-line, which means that the running backs are gonna have a field day. Having a good front four is important, man. Like if you can't, the front four's job is to clean things up so the linebackers can roam. And if the front four can't do that, then we're screwed. And then Luke's gonna be blocking people instead of being roaming around and getting tackles. Luke's playing his heart out there, man. He's probably the only person on defense that's still playing with the care, to be honest with you. Want to be quite straightforward with you. I think everybody else seemed like they're lacking. And that's not to knock their effort, but it's not to say that they've quit. I just think that their effort's not good enough, considering either their effort's not good enough or it's just time for a lot of folks to retire. Like even Thomas Davis semi-admitted, like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. Like it's kind of rough. Like he ain't the same guy anymore. And that's fine. I mean, players are going to get old. It's going to be time for folks to retire. But I think I know folks who's been in the past has always been bent on us trying to get offensive weapons. Well, now we have it. We have offense. We got to rebuild the defense now. That's the next stage. We got to rebuild the defense. It's a matter of whether or not Marty Hermie's going to be involved in it or not. He's still hurt. Donche's playing hurt. He ain't gonna say it, but he's playing hurt. He's playing hurt. He's still playing hurt. Boom. There's a lot of free agents though, man, and Rashad can probably do the cap stuff tomorrow if y'all want him to. I could tell him, give him a heads up. But like, yeah, we got a lot of free agents. There's a lot that we're not going to resign. Like, we're not going to resign Futches, and like, there's a lot of players that we probably won't resign, but there's people that we're going to have to pay. The weather report. Rain. So the rain in Detroit and Buffalo. Jesus, that's going to be that's going to be crazy. The rain in Tampa and Baltimore. Everybody forgot about Darrell Williams. That's going to be interesting discussing when we get into it, whether or not we should re-sign him. So Detroit and Buffalo, Tennessee and New York, and Tampa Bay and Baltimore are all going to be raining. So the passing game could be affected. Not exactly elite quarterbacks we're talking about here in none of those games. For those who might be playing Lamar Jackson today, I would be very cautious because if it's raining, they might put Flacco in. They might be splitting reps. That's why I was very not trying to play Lamar Jackson this week. Joe Flacco is active. I'm pretty sure he's a better option than what we have. But just remember, guys, if you're going to take a right tackle and move him to left tackle, you got to be very cautious and have a level of acceptance on what you're going to get when you're going to put somebody at left tackle like that. But I'm pretty sure you can. Down to Brooklyn. It's down in Brooklyn. So what about them? They're not good. What about the Falcons? They're not good. Moton is balling. But, I still stand by that. Our draft, man, we need to go straight defense across the board. I don't think we need to pick up anything on offense at this point. We'll figure out the line when we figure out the line. Our defense has been that bad this year. Like, our run defense has been fine, but our pass defense has been terrible. So I'd rather us focus on that. BROKLYNBROOK. So, our contribution to this scam. It's gonna be lit. I ain't wrote shit. we're going to need a tackle. Yeah, but we got bigger problems on defense at this point. Think about it, man. We have a situation where Peppers is going to retire. Thomas Davis might retire. So we're going to have two of our starters retiring. Then we have nobody to play on the other side with Addison. Vernon Butler is not going to get re-signed. We gotta fix this defense. We have to fix this defense. We're gonna need some ends, and we're gonna need some more linebackers, and we're gonna need probably another defensive tackle. We gotta redo the entire line. So there's gonna be a level of patience that's gonna be needed for Carolina too. Because now we're about to have Ron Rivera come in and have a young defense. So there's gonna be a level of patience that's gonna have to be had. And we need to decide if we're going to re-sign Eric Reed. I think we should. There's a lot of factors involved. Mike Adams could retire too. Then we're going to see Golden. We got to get this defense where we need to be. So it's going to be important for the GM, Herney, to be scouting and making sure we get the right players. Why do we want to kidnap Josh Norman at this point? Josh Norman's old too, You remember, man, we got them. He was like 26, 27 when he got drafted. I think we can probably start criticizing Gettleman, though. His drafts have not been too hot. There's only been a couple spots where he's hit. His drafts have not been too hot. I'm finding one more album, one more song. I'm out of here. Boom, 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 boom. And that's fine. That's why after we lost to Cleveland, I was fine with tanking, man. I'm fine with tanking. I'm pro tank. I want us to beat the Saints on Monday, but it's I'd rather us get a good draft pick at this point. I'd rather go get in the top 10 and get somebody that can start immediately. I'd rather get somebody that can start immediately. Boom, 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 boom. I think you do staff. Rivera's going to be there, man. All right, I'm going to close with this song, then I'm out of here. Yeah, I mean, I know as a Panthers fan, you shouldn't think that way, but because we still have a shot. If the Dolphins beat the Vikings today, I want us to go for it. I do. I want us to go for it if the Dolphins beat the Vikings today. That's a huge if, but if that happens, I want us to go for it. I think they're winning too. That's what I picked. That's exactly what I picked.
trafficking ramblings and handing out amazing handmade maps of the labyrinth. Out the back of the wagon, out the back of the madam, out the back of the magnum, and out the trap of enchantment. Elaborate with the megaphone, Mega Man, desert zone, run marathons with sweaters on.
Sweater song.
That was so simple but hot. In a place where it's so simple but not. Closed temples and old little forgot to roll old chisels, triples who won't miss us a lot. The old holes that they won't give you a shot, but you can get the whole pistol, it's gonna hit you a lot. These are real words from a savage mind. Unmaximized man on the average climb, who don't deserve the whole truth in only half your time. Fit the life of a whole booth in only half a line. In the future life, I don't even have to rhyme. We'll get the entire Armageddon with only half the signs. Just yields and railroads, and lush fields with bell toes. Couple huddles of the unskilled, but well told. It's unreal how off one deal to sell souls.
Nah, they still got a chance for the playoffs. So the Dolphins are going to play today. They're still in the playoff hunt. They still think they can make the playoffs, and they should. And they're probably going to. They're going to play. They're going to play the Vikings. The Dolphins got a better record than Minnesota. All right, man. I'm about to get out of here. All right, let me get out of here. I wasn't with it in the song, but I got things I got to get done. Get my lineup squared away. All right, man. Good luck today in fantasy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep pounding. Go Dolphins.